'cause there will be a time. Oh, oh.
Hey guys, and welcome into another episode of Getting Well with Terry and Friends, free NHL picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's slate. Only 2 games to talk about today, but 16 games to talk about for tomorrow. I'm planning on doing tomorrow's show tonight around 6 p.m., and we'll likely be doing Monday's show on Sunday night as well. So schedule changes. Reason being, there's a lot of early games that start at 1 p.m. on Monday. For whatever reason. So instead of doing the show at 12:30 and running right into the games, I'll probably do the show Sunday night. And then again, 16 games tomorrow. So we'll probably end up getting the show done tonight, depending on when I get things done. So we'll jump into yesterday's slate and take a look at how things went. Starting with this game here, LA Kings and Florida Panthers. I was on the Panthers money line. Which was, I don't want to say an easy winner, of course, because they were down most of the game. But the LA Kings did what the LA Kings have done lately, and that is blow leads, go to overtime, and then lose the game. The Panthers, I guess you could say a controversial power play. People not too happy that the Panthers got the power play. They're not too happy with Montour, who's been accused of diving. Yeah, if you've not to piss off Richie if he's watching or any Stars fans, but if you watch the Dallas Stars, they dive a lot, and there's definitely players on a lot of different teams that dive, because the NHL referees rarely call embellishment, but they'll call the tripping. So until the referees kind of even things out, players will dive. It's a strategic tool. As bad as it is and as frustrating as it is, that's how it goes. When it came to player props in this game, I mentioned that Sam Reinhart and Matthew Tkachuk both on full 4-game goal streaks, and I said you could choose either one, split your bet in half and choose both. And of course, Tkachuk scores, and then Reinhart scores the game winner. So 2 winners there if you tail me in that. The Panthers continue to roll. And this was against the LA Kings team that had won the last 6 meetings. I ignored that basically because of how dominant this Panthers team has been lately. So nice winner there. Ottawa Senators, Buffalo Sabres, I completely passed in this game. And the Senators, they are just awful. I don't know what else to say. But the Senators team is absolutely awful. And they could very well lose their next game, which is against the San Jose Sharks in Ottawa. Obviously, we'll get to that game later tonight. But the way the Senators have been playing lately, San Jose could be a live dog tomorrow, which is shocking to say. But Edmonton Oilers, Detroit Red Wings. The Oilers completely outshot and outplayed the Red Wings. Of course, it goes to overtime, and of course, the Oilers win in overtime. So Oilers in regulation, unfortunately, a tough loss, but it is what it is. Sharks and Montreal Canadiens. I wasn't taking the Canadiens at that price. Absolutely not. No way. And the Sharks with the upset 3-2 win, going into Montreal and winning in regulation. Toronto Maple Leafs, New York Islanders. A lot of overtime games yesterday. And I was on the right side of a few of them, not so much in this one. The Leafs had the lead most of the game, ended up blowing it there, losing to the Islanders in overtime 4-3. And the winner was Matthew Barzal. So maybe sending him down to the third line, maybe message was received because I got the overtime winner there. The Seattle Kraken. What else can I say about the Seattle Kraken? If I was not a Minnesota Wild fan, I would be a Kraken fan because this team, um, last year, they continued to make me money. Rough start to the year this year, kind of stayed off them, but now I've been riding them night after night after night. And how they were minus 110 against Washington made absolutely no sense to me. Once again, this was an easy winner. And back in the Kraken right now is just easy wins. So, not much else that you can say there. Vancouver Canucks, money line plus 114, went into Pittsburgh. Another one of these overtime games, but I was on the right side of this one. The Canucks winning here in Pittsburgh. Yet again, another game for the Canucks goes over. So kind of um, upset with myself that I didn't bet the over here. The Canucks with the overtime winner in this one, and they continue to just be a wagon. Kraken, Canucks, Panthers, all on big winning streaks, and the Jets too, and all continue their winning streaks going on to tomorrow. Anaheim Ducks, Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes 6-3 win, dominated the Ducks, outshot them 34-16. So yes, the Ducks scored some goals, but it wasn't as close as it looks. Carolina lost Pyotr Kachekov in this game, so it looks like they're going to have to rely now on Antti Ranta going forward. So don't be surprised if you see some more 6-3 scores and high scores like that with the Carolina Hurricanes going forward. Of course, the players that are really hot continued. Aho, Svechnikov both got points, and Seth Jarvis continues to shoot a ton of pucks at the net, so he hit his shots and goal as well. New Jersey Devils, Tampa Bay Lightning. I said I just don't want to back this Devils team, not without Jack Hughes. Tampa Bay getting the overtime win again. Like I said, a lot of overtime games yesterday. If you bet the draws blindly, you did extremely well yesterday. Chicago Blackhawks, Winnipeg Jets. This game probably a lot closer than it probably should have been. Winnipeg squeaking out the 2-1 victory. Outshot Blackhawks 28-21. So Blackhawks not a complete auto fade right now, surprisingly, even without their only good offensive player, Connor Bedard. They're still being scrappy recently. Rangers and St. Louis Blues. The Rangers have struggled against the Blues. That continued here. The Rangers outshot St. Louis 42-20, but the Blues won 5-2. Were able to score goals when the Rangers weren't. Sadly, Artemi Panarin's goal streak did come to an end. So unfortunately, he didn't score yesterday. Calgary Flames and the Arizona Coyotes. The Flames continued their domination over the Yotes. Don't have exact numbers here, but they've beat the Yotes a lot recently, and 6-2 win for the Flames here. Their offense went off in this game. And sadly, I was on the wrong side of this one. 2-1 overtime winner here for the Vegas Golden Knights. Boston deserved the win in this one, but Vegas found a way to finish out on top, and they got the win in overtime in this game. We will jump into the chat and see what's going on. Good day, Terry. Good day to you as well, Captain Bry. Terry, ... Hello, Nicholas. Monday is a federal holiday in the USA. Thank you. As a Canadian, I had no idea, and that explains why we have so many early games. So most likely, as I said, I'll be doing Monday's show on Sunday. So nice and early. What's up, Terry? Hope everything with your mom went okay. Yeah, she's home. Still, obviously not back to normal yet, but things are looking better. So thank you, Owen. Much appreciated. Love this Kraken team right now. Yeah, me too. Just money when you look at the Kraken right now. Very fun to watch, yes. And does it matter if they get outshot or outplayed? Because they did. They got outshot 26-23, which obviously isn't a lot, but they were getting outshot by more earlier on by the Capitals, and they just continue to play really well. And of course, a big reason for that um, is their goaltender right now. So great job by the Kraken. Petty Isles fans start of the day. Barzal had 4 points last night. Wow. That bum Tavares had none. There you go. There you go. Canes opened up a can of whoop ass. They did. They did. What are they going to do with goaltending, Owen? Are you worried now that Kochetkov is hurt? Because having to rely on Antti Ranta night after night after night could get extremely scary for the Canes. But luckily, their offense is going so well that it's okay. Playing the Rangers was fun. How about them Blues? Yeah, well, even a broken clock is right twice a day, Jordan Binghamton. So don't get too excited with that win. But we'll move on to today's slate, and we'll start obviously with the first game of the night, which is between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Minnesota Wild. Philadelphia minus 105 to plus 105. Minnesota minus 111 to minus 120. Sixes, there is a 5.5 available at Pinnacle and a 6.5 available at PointsBet, depending on what you like in this game. Looking at starting goaltenders, Carter Hart confirmed for Philadelphia. Marc-Andre Fleury confirmed for Minnesota. Of course, Philadelphia and Minnesota, as well as both teams in the next game we'll talk about, are all on the first night of a back-to-back, as all 32 teams play tomorrow. So it's a back-to-back for both teams here. All four teams here in this one. How these teams been doing recently? Philadelphia 2-3-2 in their last seven, so 2 wins in their last 7 games. 6 of their last 8 games under 5.5, going to overtime in 3 of their last 7. The Wild 1-6 in their last 7, so 1 win in their last 7 games. They've gone under 6.5 in 5 of their last 7. They've gone to overtime in 1 of their last 3 games. And I know the Wild are playing really bad right now. Obviously, when it comes to actually winning games, they are not getting the job done. I do want to mention, though, you have to kind of look at who Minnesota's played. So since the dirty Winnipeg Jets decided to hurt Kaprizov and Philip Gustafson, um, the Wild have lost obviously 6 of their last 7 games. 2 games against Winnipeg, 2 games against Dallas. I'm not using it as an excuse, but when you are crippled with injuries and you're having to go back to backs against Winnipeg and Dallas, it's not going to go very well. Now the Wild are at home against this Philadelphia team. The Wild have had success against the Flyers, 4-1-1 in the last 6 meetings. 2 of the last 3 went to overtime. So I will not be shocked at all if this game goes to overtime, if it is a close game. 5 of the last 8 have gone over 6.5. And I may get called a homer here, but I got the Wild minus 106. They are the better team. I know if you look at the records, it doesn't show that. And I know recently the Wild have just played, have not been able to get the wins. But this is a spot I think they get the win. Marc-Andre Fleury, if he does win tonight's game, will be the second most winningest goalie of all time in the NHL, passing Patrick Waugh. I believe he does it tonight. I believe the Wild get a win here, but it will probably be an overtime. I don't have the draw on here, but I will end up betting the draw as well. As much as I would rather not have to watch an overtime, that's likely what's going to happen today. I think Philadelphia gives up a good fight. The Wild as well, and this game goes to overtime. Looking at the Wild's injuries, Kirill Kaprizov, Jonas Brodin, and Philip Gustafson all skated this morning. None of them will play tonight. Philip Gustafson could play tomorrow. I would rather they wait, let him play Monday against the Islanders. Give Jesper Wallstedt one more start. I know obviously he got lit up by the Dallas Stars. That was the Dallas Stars in Dallas. Give him tomorrow against the Yotes and let him have one more start before going back down to the AHL. That's what I'd like to see. Will that be the case? We'll see tomorrow. My prediction is that Kirill Kaprizov plays tomorrow. I think Jonas Brodin likely waits till Monday against the Islanders, and I'm hoping the Gus Bus waits to Monday against the Islanders. Um, Looking at player props here in this game, Travis Konechny has a point in 8 of his last 9 games for the Philadelphia Flyers, at least 3 shots on goal in 5 of his last 6. Sean Couturier has at least a point in 4 of his last 5 games for the Philadelphia Flyers. And Matt Zuccarello and Matt Boldy both have points in 2 of their last 3 games, being on the top line for the Wild. And we'll have Ryan Hartman joining them on that top line. The Wild trying to get a spark, and Hartman has played well recently. So I like Boldy and Zuccarello props. You could look at Matt Hartman as well, and Travis Konechny and Sean Couturier for the Flyers. Still hate Boston. Yeah. Yes, Ranta. Nick's excited because he wants to fade the Canes and back the Pens. So Ranta is good for him. There you go. 1-800-GAMBLER. However, I'm keeping my eye out. If book is me 5.5, I'll bet the over. There you go. I was thinking under 6.5 with the rest of the world. Now it's 5.5, not playing. But with everyone on the under, I would lean over now. I could see that. Previous meetings between these teams have gone over. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some goals. Washington team total under 2.5. Seattle holding opponents under 2.5, 8 straight. Yeah, that Kraken team. What else can we say about them? Not much. Yeah, if penalty kill was really hurt, we might be fucked. Need to trade for a goalie before the deadline. Yes. Feels like a game where Minnesota explodes for 4 goals. The more I look at it, I feel like obviously I'm a Wild fan. Everyone knows that. I don't try to hide it. Look at the name of the show. Look at behind me. But I was wrong, expecting the team to step up in front of Jesper Wallstedt, and that did not happen. Now they're coming back home here, and I just have to believe that the Wild step up and bring their all in this game. So we'll see if I'm right. Chicago team told under 2.5. Winnipeg holding opponents under 2.5, 11 straight. There we go. So Addison is writing some long streaks here. Don't blame you. VA 703 King 87 likes Flyers plus 100. Hey, I'm not gonna try to talk anyone off betting the Flyers. If you look at their record this year, they've outperformed. They've done better than they really are. And the Wild have underachieved. They've done worse than they really are. So we'll see what happens if things get right here tonight. Ottawa, goal in first 10, 16-1 last 17. Wow. On the road. Okay. Because I was going to say, is it going to happen against the Sharks tomorrow? Because Sharks have really been an under team. So we'll have to see there what happens. I hope you have a show tomorrow. Always can use the perspective. And Addison's right. There will be a show tonight at 6 p.m. that will cover tomorrow. Time is flexible. So it might be a little bit earlier, might be a little bit later, depending on when I get everything done. But yes, I'm going to be going over all 16 games tonight. So that will get it all nice and done so everyone can get their bets in and stuff and not have to worry about tomorrow. Penalty kill was short for Pyotr Kochetkov. Penalty kill or PK? PK. I'm not sure. Dallas money line, Flyers money line. And yeah, 6 p.m. ish. We will jump into our next game here, which is between the Nashville Predators and the Dallas Stars. Nashville plus 145 to plus 151. Dallas minus 168 to minus 180. 6.5s right across the board in this game. And currently, we don't have any confirmed goaltenders for this game. And there could very well be some surprises because as I said, both teams are playing tomorrow as well. Dallas did send Matt Murray back down to the AHL, which makes it look like Ottinger is either ready to start or could back up this game. But expect to see Jake Ottinger tonight or tomorrow. Obviously, they play Chicago tomorrow, so I'm not going to try to speculate who's starting because who knows. For the Predators, again, they play tomorrow as well. Could be UC Saros tonight, uh, and they might play Askarov tomorrow. So, not really sure what's happening with the goaltenders here in this game. How have these teams been playing recently? Nashville 3-2 in their last five. They've gone over 6.5 in five of their last 7 games. Dallas 4-2-1 in their last 7. Starting to heat up again. They've gone over 6.5 in 14 of their last 17 games. This Dallas Stars offense um, is on fire right now. I just watched them torch the Wild in back-to-back games. And the Wild have been trending under as well. But still, we face Dallas Stars. The game goes over. Both the teams trending over right now. What's happened in previous meetings between the teams? Dallas 5-1 in the last 6 meetings between the teams. When the teams have played in Dallas, 4 overs and 3 games finished with 6 goals. So the total is 6.5. 3 games did go under, but just barely. 4 games went over. The way these teams are playing right now, give me the over 6.5. And I know a lot of people are on the over 6.5, but what can I say? This Dallas Stars offense is on fire right now. And Nashville's been going over recently as well. So 5 of their last 7 games have gone over. They're scoring goals, but they're giving up goals. Dallas is definitely scoring goals, but also giving up goals. And if we see Jake Ottinger in this game, how I look at it, he was giving up goals before he got hurt. He got hurt and he hasn't played in a long time. So I don't expect him to be um, shut down Jake Ottinger when he does return. So over 6.5 here in this one. Probably will end up going right back to the over tomorrow, but that's to be determined. Looking at okay. PK is short. Okay, that makes sense. How I didn't get that is beyond me, but it is what it is. Looking at player props for this game, Gustav Nyquist has a point in 9 straight games for Nashville. I've sung Gustav Nyquist's praise since last year when he was at the Wild, and I've mentioned over and over again all year long. I wish the Wild would have kept him, but they didn't. And as long as he continues to stay healthy, which has been his problem the last few years, but not so far this year, he continues to put points on the board. Ryan O'Reilly, a point in 6 of his last 8 games for the Preds. Roman Josi has a point in 4 of his last 5. Jason Robertson has a point in 12 of his last 14 games for the Dallas Stars. Matt Duchene, a point in 5 of his last 6. Tyler Seguin has a goal in 5 of his last 6 games. At least 3 shots on goal, also in 5 of his last 6. And Mason Marchment is around plus 100 to get a point right now. He has a point in 5 of his last 6 games, but he has 2 or more points in 4 of his last 6 games. So not only is Marchment getting 1 point, he's getting 2 points in recent games, and he's just plus 100 to get 1 point. Don't have it here on the screen, but yeah, I have to take Marchment, and I will be taking Marchment here. Probably going to split my bet, half on Marchment point, half on Tyler Seguin goal, and then other players as parlay pieces here in this game. Okay, somehow I missed that. But Dallas Stars team total over 3.5 minus 110, and the full game over 6.5. Seguin point minus 125. Good way to go with it. Nick is also on the Stars team total over 3.5, full game over 6.5. How this game projected for 7 goals. Saros has been getting lit up lately too. Yeah, both goaltenders have been playing not so well recently. We're not on the same page. I guess not. But PK usually means penalty kill when you're talking the NHL. So can't give me too much shit for saying PK penalty kill, but it is what it is. Just got here, smash like. Great night last night. Continue the great show, Mr. Terrence. Thank you, Tommy. Much appreciated. And that's it. Only 2 games today. And I'm still not going over the AHL. Just don't have the time right now. PWHL picks, the Professional Women's Hockey League, will be starting to cap that here, probably starting next week. And I'm going to get called a homer for taking Minnesota, but they're the best team in the Professional Women's Hockey League right now. So people can call me homer if they like. It is what it is. But that's today's show. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, we'll be doing tomorrow's show tonight, later on, probably around 6 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And we'll go over 16 games on tomorrow's slate. So a whole big day of hockey to watch. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and best of luck tonight on your bets. See you later.